So today is the big day, really, when the two sides get down to business. What signs are there that any progress can be made, if any?
If any. Hello, Alasdair. Of course, both sides, but also all sides, will sit on the same table after 4 years after the last talks and the failure of the last talks in Switzerland again in 2017 to discuss if they can find a common ground. Of course, if there are any signs of progress, I would say no at the moment. Yesterday, it was also a long day with bilateral meetings between the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, with both the Turkey-Cypriot leader and the President of the Republic of Cyprus, that they are both sticking to their positions, and these positions are still remain very, very far apart, because while the Greek Cypriots supported by the Greek government want to remain stick to the UN basis, which would allow the island to be reunified again as a bi-communal, bi-zonal federation, while the Turkish Cypriot side, with the new Turkish Cypriot leader supported by the Turkish government, has moved a lot, and they want a solution of two separate states, and they are still there. So whether the Secretary General and the diplomats here in the United Nations will manage to bring them together, it's a real big question, but the signs so far are not really optimistic.
Well, if the talks do break down or they bring no result at the end of these 3 days, where do things go from here? What will the consequences be?
Actually, there are several options on the table, and here there are a lot of sources saying actually that Antonio Guterres in the end may go to the UN Security Council and give the mandate there. There are a lot of failures in the history of this kind of talks between the two sides, and now it seems that the situation is even more complicated than before. So a diplomat told me late last night, that actually Antonio Guterres may finally pick that card if there is a failure and there is no solution, or there is no common ground, a common framework to discuss. He may go to the Security Council and then gives the mandate there, and then there is another process that can again begin from scratch.
Effie Kutsakosta with the latest on the Cyprus talks in Geneva. Thanks very much for joining us there.